Today we're gonna drill some wheat, and we are about done drilling wheat. We are excited. I don't know what else to say about drilling wheat. So I'm getting 40 rock fertilizer here. You can see he's scooping it up with the skid loader, and then they'll weigh it right there. Then it'll run up the conveyor into my truck. We'll put it in our drill and put fertilizer in one tank and wheat in the other. Drill it out. Back at the drill, getting the fertilizer into the drill. This was not leaking the last time I did this. Of course, when I'm on the grass it is. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Also, we're in my mom and dad's front yard. Hi, Mom. I'm really mad about that because the last time I did this, it did not leak a single bit. I did the whole thing without spilling hardly like anything on the ground. Now, of course it did. There was the neighbor hauling some Milo in, probably. Just gonna put this over here out of the way. Dumb, 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 dumb. Alright, auger in, lid shut. Let's go drill something. Alright, I'm over here at the field and I made a few quick adjustments. This was alfalfa, and we're gonna drill wheat into it. So it's gonna be really hard and it's really dry. So we can turn up how much down pressure we're sending to the whole planter drill right here, and so I've cranked that up. It's just a stop, and that'll I'm essentially putting as much down pressure as I can down because it's going to be really hard. And then this Great Plains drill has a system to put hydraulic pressure onto the wings, which helps it transfer weight to the wings, like if you're going over terraces. It'll help keep the wings in the ground. And we had this turned down because we were doing some tilled ground, and now, even though this field is pretty flat, we're going to need more pressure sent to the wings. So I'm going to turn that up with a simple turn of this dial. But I realized I have to have the fan running, because the fan, all the hydraulics run on that same loop. There's my fan speed. Got my fans on. We'll hear it running. Yeah, I had it turned way back for tillage, so we're going to increase it. Out rounds probs. Gotta clean up all the tree branches that the most recent Kansas wind have knocked down. So we moved up to this Topcon X35 monitor in our drill tractor. So now we have our steering and drill rate control on the same screen, and you can flip them back and forth just like that. And so you can see we're putting on 85 pounds of wheat because we're getting kind of late in the year and it's so dry. Not sure when it's going to come up, so we need a good stand count once it does come up. And then I'm putting on 100 pounds of 40 rock fertilizer because this has been Alfalfa, a hayfield, takes quite a bit of phosphate out of the ground, so we're going to be building that phosphate back up over the next few years now that it's out. You can also run swath control and stuff over here, like for a planter. And then we have our VisionWorks cameras. Right now I have them both in here just so I can do other things on this screen and then still see my tanks on this screen. But usually we have this one in our forage harvester, and this one can run all 3 cameras into it, and you just switch back and forth with this remote. But I just don't have that set up right now. So now I sit back and drill. As long as nothing goes wrong, that is. Oh, and to eat my lunch, of course. Alright, I ran out of seed. I'm right across the creek from my parents' place, so I'm going back to get the seed wheat. And boy, are you guys in for a treat. Here it is in all its glory. The Super Sweet Feeds auger wagon, hydraulically driven. It's amazing. Look at that high-tech auger. Those beautiful wheels. Use it once a year, does its job all the time. What a beautiful feat of engineering. Just crank her on down here to the right height, hopefully. That looks pretty good. We'll just chain hook and the hole, perfect. So simple. Just back her right on up over. Gotta figure out which. Hey, there it is. Beautiful. I turned on the hydraulic. Get this baby going so we can get that baby going. Here she goes. She's going down. So we do most our seed wheat in hopper trailers, gravity wagons that just feed right in there. But we have a couple kind of small wagons like this one. One's a dump trailer, one's this auger wagon. And they're a little sketchy, but we've had them ever since we had a box drill that we'd fill. And they work to just put seed wheat in once a year, and they don't really get used for much else than that. Kansas and Oklahoma have a great tradition of sketchy seed wheat trailers that farmers fill with their seed wheat, and then you know, whatever gets the job done, right? Alright, got her filled up, auger folded back in. Let's get back to drilling. Okay, I'm about done with my first field of today. Done all that. Almost there. So I am done with the last field, so I'm going to add a new field. Since this is our first year with this monitor, I've just been adding each field, but once we get them all in there, then we'll just use the same ones over and over again. And then you start a new operation, and then we're gonna add our AB line, and I'm actually gonna name it so that I can use it again some other time. And then we turn our fan on. I already unfolded it. I guess y'all missed that. And we should be ready to go. Oh, and I will 0 the acres. Ding. There's a coyote. So I'll show you guys how this is going in. You can see it's really dry on top, and there's not much moisture to speak of. We got 2 inches later that helped us sprout some early planted wheat, but these soybeans probably actually used that 2 inches as they were finishing up. We're just putting it in about an inch deep, so hopefully when we do get that rain, it'll be, there's the one, shallow enough that that rain will get to it and sprout it, and then it can hang on for more rains. We'll get the rain sometime. We have dry spells, we have wet spells. Good morning, everybody. I am back. Last night I had 20% battery on my phone. I thought that was enough. I left the camera on my phone and I left it sitting over on the side, and when I picked it up it was completely dead. And I was out in this field without a pickup to get home. I thought, man, I might just have to walk home. But luckily Dad remembered, I mean, he knew I was back here, and he came back with the pickup right when I was about to start walking. And he said, yeah, I tried calling you, but it went straight to voicemail, so I thought your phone might be dead. So I got a ride home after all, but hopefully can finish this by 2 or 3, I don't know. And we're hoping it'll rain, but it looks like the chances are kind of weak. Because honestly, this ground is dry enough that the wheat that was drilled a week, even 2 weeks ago, has just not been coming up very well. But in Kansas, we drill wheat, and we raise, especially in central Kansas, we raise pretty good wheat, and there's a saying, plant in the dust, bins will bust, and that can be argued against, but we usually get rains to sprout things. It's not too late. We've drilled wheat on Halloween before, and if you get the right spring weather, it can do well. And we have a variety that does a lot of tillering in the spring, and so we're hoping, even if it doesn't come up for a little while, that it can still have a lot of potential. So I got my coffee and about 65 acres to go. It's gonna be a good day. Well, just made the last pass on this field, and that's gonna do it for our wheat seeding 2020. We'll see if we do any triticale after in any of the milo stubble or corn stubble. I would kind of like to try it, but with there being no moisture to even sprout it at this point, it's going to be hard to convince Dad and convince myself a little, but mostly convince Dad that it's worth the money. Glad to be done with wheat. I hope I didn't have any skips, because I ran the bin. Well, I ran the drill completely empty. I'm gonna fold this up and head home. Pray for some rain. Thanks for riding along with me, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube page to get regular updates of what we're doing, and check us out on Facebook and all the Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram at Pete Farm Bros. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.